Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Rebecca and this is Rebecca's Raw Vlogs. Today we are going to be making a raw vegan pumpkin pie, and these are the ingredients that you're going to need, as well as the ingredients are going to be in the description box below. You are going to need a food processor, 2 cups of dates, and then another cup of dates separately. The 1 cup is going to be to make the crust with the pecans, and then the other ingredients you see right there for the puree. Also a blender of your choice. I'm using my NutriBlender, and then a regular pie pan. So the first thing we are going to do is put our 2 cups drained of the medjool dates inside of your food processor. The reason I say drained is because you want to make sure your medjool dates are soft enough to be able to go into your food processor, and also to be liquefied when we make the center of the pie. Next, we're going to be adding 1.5 cups of pecans. That bag that you saw was 1.5 cups perfectly of pecans that I needed for my crust. Then you're gonna go ahead and pulse it up till it looks like a crust. I am putting a little bit of ground cinnamon in as well for taste for my crust. And then I blend it up again. Sometimes you do have to pat down the sides to be able to mix it again. And that's just what I'm doing right here. Next, I'm going to go ahead and put the filling in the pan, and I'm going to pat it down. I feel like for this recipe, I used a little bit too much dates. My pies never come out consistently with the consistency of the crust, but it is always so delicious. I said screw the spatula and I'm using my fingers. It's a lot easier to get the pie crust up on the sides. When you're done patting your pie crust down, I generally put the pan into the freezer until I'm ready to add the middle of the pie, so the puree pumpkin part. Next, we're going to be putting a can of pumpkin puree into your blender. And this does take a little while. I struggle with getting all the pumpkin out of the can. Then we're going to go ahead and add our 1 cup of dates, and this is the 1 cup of dates that are drained. I put about 1/2 teaspoon of the pumpkin pie spice, and I do add 1/2 teaspoon of the vanilla and 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. With these 3 spices, it depends on your taste. You can add the 1/2 and see how it tastes after pureeing it up in your blender, and then add more if you need it. All right, and then I go ahead and put it on top of my NutriBlender and blend it up. So right here, when I'm done blending, I just go ahead and I put all the contents from my blender onto my pie crust. My favorite part about having a mostly raw vegan lifestyle is it's so simple, and I hardly ever have to use the stove.